I get questions about fun facts about me, where I live, how tall I am, and all of these things. So come along for today's video and I'm gonna chat with you about some questions that I do get very frequent. Hey friends, Liz here with Full and Fulfilled. Thanks for tuning into today's video. It's a little bit different. I get so many questions about some of the same things, and so I thought it may be fun just to do a video of fun facts about Liz. So right now it's 2023. I'm 36 years old. I'm 5'1", like kind of 5'1". I'm 5'1". And I never release my exact weight just because I feel like weight is just a number, and it also is a comparison, and every person's body is completely different. What we weigh and where our fat goes on our bodies and all of that. So I will say I'm at my lowest weight that I have been in a really, really long time because I did my whole series Breaking My Plateau. If you haven't seen it, you gotta check out all the weeks. I will list the series down below, so check that out. I also live in Southern Arizona, so I am able to garden like 365 days a year, and I really enjoy doing that. I have a very big orchard on my homestead. I have about 50 trees. I have a recently new greenhouse. I love canning and preserving food, so that's been a really big hobby that I've incorporated this past year. And I have a lot of animals. I have dogs and I have cats. I have no other animals, but those are the two primary animals that I absolutely love. If I could, I would probably have like a whole farm of just animals, and I would just take care of them and be like almost a sanctuary. Life goals, life goals. Another question I get, my significant other does not eat this way. And some people probably look at me and they're like, I'm sure she feeds her significant other this food. I always make sure there's a starch and a vegetable, but he eats standard American diet, and that's what it is. No big deal. And so that means I cook 2 meals every single meal. And I get the question, you know, doesn't that take a long time? You know, it does. And it's just kind of the reality of my situation. And so I try to, you know, batch a lot of things for him so that I'm not constantly having to cook every single meal, but there's preparation for every single meal. So it definitely is not easy. Another question I get is like, aren't you tempted to eat his food? And I've said this in many other videos and in when I do challenges and things like that. It's not my food. I just don't eat it. Like that's not the kind of food that I eat anymore. And so I don't eat it. It's not my food. It wouldn't go on my plate because it's not even my food. I don't incorporate meat, dairy, oil, any of that. Like I eat so super plain now that it doesn't bother me. The smells, it is what it is. I actually don't like the smells, but it is what it is. So that is definitely a question that I get very, very frequent. People are always asking, how do I get started? All right. 1, watch the calorie density video by Jeff Novick. It will break down calorie density and why we need to be eating this way. You also need to read the Starch Solution book. If you have medical concerns, you can go on Dr. John McDougall's website, and he has so many newsletters and articles to point you in the right direction. And also they are a huge resource out there, so reach out to them. I am not a medical provider. I do not provide medical advice. I am not that knowledgeable. I have my experience, the things that I've been able to learn and incorporate into my lifestyle that I'm happy to share with you, and that's what I do on this channel, but I do not provide medical advice, nor do I probably ever want to provide medical advice. And so if you have diabetes or you have a health concern of any sort, you can search that health concern on their site and see what populates. They also do live YouTube videos where you can ask your questions. There are so many resources out there. I also, during my 12-week series of Breaking My Plateau, I worked with Emily at Plant First, and I would recommend her wholeheartedly to help you kickstart what you need for your coaching journey in regards to eating this way and really incorporating and living this lifestyle. This lifestyle for me has been a game changer. I started this journey in 2021, and from there, I have never looked back. I have completely transformed how I eat and my lifestyle. And because I started eating more starches and vegetables, I wanted to garden. I wanted to know where my food came from. And that is really the essence of what's important to me on my homestead, is being able to nourish my body with food that I can grow. I can't grow everything. I wish I could, but I really do try to incorporate as much as I can from my garden to table. And I really, really do enjoy that. All right, so I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about me. If you have specific questions, comment below. Maybe I'll do a series about get to knowing Liz. Might be kind of fun. We'll see.